the Arab Spring. And we spend a great deal of time watching YouTube videos. Our own back-end system in relation to the API, we spend a great deal of time on searching, persistent searching, understanding what we search for, sourcing uploaders, where they're from, messaging people on who've uploaded videos that we find interesting. And I'm just going to show a video here that was uploaded to YouTube just over 2 weeks ago. And it's a bit dramatic, so if we don't mind, let's just play the first from there though. Take the place from there. I think that's going to work. There, it gets a little bit more graphic later, but it's important to remember why we're watching these kind of videos and why these videos are important. So this is kind of a mantra of journalists all over the world. I keep 6 honest serving men. They told me all I knew, their names are what and why and when and how and where. So the first question I ask myself when I see a video like that is, what can I understand from that? And what answers can I gain from that video? So how many of those questions can we answer? Just by looking at the video, before we contact anybody who's uploaded the video, what can we learn from looking at it? So the first question I'm going to ask is, where was that video taken? Now, it was taken in Syria, so that's your starting point. The original uploader, the same video was re-uploaded several times, so we have to try and understand which city was this taken. Some videos had said it was Hamas, some videos had said it was Homs, but we were leaning towards Al-Qusayr as the upload location. So this is the town of Al-Qusayr. If you remember, the video is pretty dramatic. You watch the people running, there's shooting going on, it's all very dramatic. But I was looking at something else. I was looking at what were the buildings in the background, what time of day was it, where was this being filmed. So you zoom in on Al-Qusayr on Google Earth and you can see there's a pretty prominent area in the middle here is government-owned land, because you can see there's a cemetery here, there's pretty prominent buildings. And if you reorientate that looking east, you can begin to see that this might be where the video was filmed. So you're trying to answer the question where it was filmed. So at the start of the video you see this building. That's probably that building on Google Earth. When you're looking south, there's that video on the billboard in the corner. That's probably that building and that billboard in the corner. When you're looking west, there's a tree in the middle of the street with a tall building in the back. That's probably that tree and that building in the back. And as you're looking north, you see another building with a little thing on the top of it. And you can see the same building looking north. So when you get to the end of it, you can see that this is the general path the videographer took when he was walking. These are the buildings that were in the video. And we're answering the question of where it was. So on the balance of probabilities, this was taken in Al-Qusayr, probably in the last couple of weeks. But once you found out where, your next question then is when. So can we answer the question when this was taken? Once we've established that it's Al-Qusayr, we can start searching and see, is this video being discussed, or is the town of Al-Qusayr being discussed in the context of the time it's taken? You can see here they're discussing it, that the military had moved into Al-Qusayr on the 24th of June. So it's after that date, probably, when we're trying to find out the answer to this question. On a blog, this was being discussed, and we say that the Syrian army had moved into Al-Qusayr on the 24th. There was a tweet on the 24th of June from Al Farouk saying heavy machine guns are being used to shoot Protestant vices in the housing city of Qusayr. So that's backing up to the 24th of June. The same video is being discussed on a Syrian Revolution Facebook page, heavily being discussed in Arabic. We translate that back into English to see what discussion is going on about the video. And if you look at this picture, this is what confirmed to us that this was taken on the 24th of June and not as some people thought on the 1st of July. This was a satellite photograph taken 5 days after, and it was uploaded to the Google Earth this week. And you can see the same location, but the topography has changed. You can see down the bottom there, there's a small little vehicle in the bottom right. That's probably an APC because you can measure the dimensions of it. It's 3 meters across and 9 meters long. And there's a barrier being put up on the side of the street. So that photograph was taken 5 days later on the 29th of June. And that means that the video is filmed in Alcacer. It was taken on the 24th of June. And we can answer 2 questions before we even approach the people who uploaded the video or approach our sources in Syria and say, where was this video taken, what was it picked? So we've answered 2 major questions just by understanding, searching for videos using the API through our system, and then going through the process of looking at this. And I think that the significance of this, I mean, it's applying very traditional values to journalism, the traditional journalistic values, but using technology to answer those questions I did at the start. So in Storyfield, we've always lived by two mantras. The first is that there's always somebody closer to the story, and the second is that every event creates a community. Every event creates a community. Whether it's a Facebook page, whether it's a Facebook comment, whether it's a tweet, whether it's a comment on a video, whether it's everything creates a community. And it's about being able to understand that community and exploit it to understand and contextualize content like that. And I suppose the final question that I suppose here is, what time of day was it? So by the shadows going in that direction and being able to understand the north, south, east direction orientation of the video, it was taken around 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And that's youtube.com/citizenship. We're at storyfield.com. I'm at Gavin's blog, and at Storyfield is. Thank you.